Welcome to another episode of FAQ Mondays. I thought we would switch it up for the next 2 episodes because you know what? I was already set up for right here, the camera, and then the light was I was lazy. That's what I was trying to say. I'm lazy and I don't see any reason to move the camera over here and the lights over here behind me to where it normally is because I have to film another thing that requires them to be over here where I'm at right now. So I'm just gonna stay here. But I got the iPad and I have some questions and we're gonna get them answered today, right now. Let's do it. Let's go. How's Fluff doing? Stress level good? Blood pressure? Mike, thank you for your concern. Actually, I had my my annual go to the doctor and get all checked out, and you know, dudes will know. Dudes know. You know, the old turn your head and cough thing. TMI, I know, but you know, it's a fact of life. We all have to get checked out for our health. And I am the healthiest I have been in probably my entire life, real talk. I am down to 255 pounds, which I haven't weighed 255 in like 13 years. And all my blood work is phenomenal. And I feel good. I feel tour ready. And seeing Drag Dunder's live stream and how fat I had gotten really just kind of kicked me into being like, I should do something about this. I think, you know, everyone gained a little weight in COVID, staying home. However, I have always just kind of fought that anyway. But at my heaviest, I was about 290 back in like 2013. When I played NAMM for the first time, I was 290 pounds. I'll post a picture of that probably right here. But yeah, 255, feeling good. I'm down a couple of belt notches, and yeah, blood pressure is fantastical. And yeah, I feel good. Hey Fluff, I noticed you've mentioned being a fan of the movie Ghostbusters before and have seen your No Ghost logo in the background of videos. Are you looking forward to the new Ghostbusters Afterlife coming out in November? Josh! Okay, love your question. It's a great question. To say I was am a Ghostbusters fan, a little bit of an understatement, but when I was a kid, I had 4 Ghostbusters birthdays in a row, if that tells you anything. I'm an OG. I was so obsessed with Ghostbusters that my father, for Halloween, we refer to this in my family as the greatest Halloween ever. My father made me and my little brother total 2-spec jumper suits, Ghostbusters jumper suit, and him and my mom got my grandmother to replicate the patches, and it had our names on it. And he made traps. He made wooden traps using still shots from the VCR cassette of Ghostbusters that we had at the time. How cool is that? And they were so awesome. They were like they were so awesome. I'm getting goosebumps even just thinking about how I felt when I got those. And I was like 8 years old or something like that. But I'm very excited for Afterlife. I think Reitman, Ivan Reitman's son, his name escapes me right now. I apologize. But I think it's in good hands. I think the right people are behind it. And I mean, just based on the trailers, I'm going to go see it because I have to, because my 8-year-old self is telling me I have to. So yeah, I'm super, super excited for anything Ghostbusters. Hey Fluff, I've noticed your mixes improved dramatically over the years. Was there a pivotal moment where your mixes started to click? Or is it more of a steady progress toward where you are today? What would you say has helped you the most? Till, good question. It has been a slow progress. I think the thing that I've always thought is knowing what I'm hearing is accurate or not. And to that end, it's less about, honestly, it's not about plugins. And it's not about what amp sim you use. It's honestly about how you are hearing whatever it is you are doing, and is it accurate? I.e., is your room treated? You know, are your monitors good? Have you learned your monitors? Are you you know, it's all these things in the signal chain before it gets to your ear that is going to affect your mixes. So honestly, it's time, it's experience, and just learning how things really work together. Because for me, that didn't click for a long time. And being able to hear accurately. And that's tough to do on a budget a lot of the times. It's not impossible, but it's tough to do depending on your scenario. Like this room has been extremely challenging to learn and to hear things accurately. But I think I've got it. And I'm always trying to get my mixes to be better. They can always be better, and I'm trying so hard. But yeah, thanks for noticing. But yeah, accuracy, getting to hear what you're doing accurately, that's the biggest challenge. If you could have your own signature guitar model, what would it be? Trevor, good question. If I could have any signature model, I don't know, I'm looking at my guitars right now. I don't know, I think most people would expect me to say Gibson RD. However, traveling with those is very tough because of the shape and size. Honestly, if I had a signature model, it would probably be my Music Man Stingray, my Surf Green Boy, or a variation of that, in combination between that and Mr. Sparkle, the Blue Sparkle Music Man Stingray. I just love those guitars so much. I just love them. They're comfortable. They feel like I made it. I couldn't make a guitar. That's not what I mean, but I'm like, it's made for me. And like, it's so comfortable. And I love those guitars. And I grew up playing a Strat. So really, they just really feel like home to me. As much as I love a Gibson Les Paul or a Paul Reed Smith Tremonti, like, yeah, it'd be some sort of Music Man Stingray, honestly. What's the best way to get your band out from the local level? Jake, getting your band out from the local level is tough because me and Drake Dundersinger, Tony like to refer to that as the Valley of Death, because there's so little return at that point when you're trying to get out of town for your other band members as well. Because even if you're hard charging, there's nothing that's like, why would anyone with a decent paying job be like, yeah, I'm gonna give this up and go spend a bunch of time in a van with a bunch of stinky dudes? Like, no one wants to do that, right? But there is an element of, if you want to get out of town and go play on a national level, you have to be prepared to eat that sandwich. That's what you got to do. You have to be prepared to just, oh man, you got to prepare to eat crap for a while. And if you're okay with that, then it's fine. But, you know, that's where the real dedication of your band members is going to come in. And, you know, a lot of people love to say that, oh, dude, let's go. No, they won't. 90% of people that say they want to go on tour don't actually want to deal with the reality of being on tour. Monetarily, emotionally, they just don't want to do it, and rightfully so. But to get out of town, just get out of town. That's literally all it is. Find a booking agent. You don't even have to find a booking agent. Book it yourself. Book a tour yourself. Start hitting up bands in cities you want to go to and be like, hey, can we jump on a show? And drive out there. Yeah, that's literally all you do. And it grows from there. And you have to do that over and over and over and over again. But I highly recommend anyone that's serious in a band, definitely get out of town. Has anyone sent you a ridiculous reverb listing that actually wasn't that bad and you wound up buying it? Not buying it, but there have been a bunch of ridiculous reverb listings where I have to reply to them. I'm like, that is ridiculous, but like that's what they go for. Like, you know, I've had a bunch of vintage Gibsons. Look at how much they want for this 59 Les Paul. They want 250,000. I'm like, that's a good deal. That's what those go for, man. What? Like, there's a ton of those. I haven't actually bought anything that I've been sent on a ridiculous reverb listing, but yeah, just because it's expensive doesn't mean it's necessarily ridiculous. That's not the point of the video series. Although often price is a talking point, just because something expensive doesn't inherently mean it's ridiculous. So, yeah. That does it for this episode of FAQ Monday. If you have your own question, feel free to leave them down below in the comments or go on over to my Twitter, and we'll get you handled at some point soon. I promise. Fluff out. If you liked the video you just watched, please consider subscribing. And if you want to further support me and what I do, consider using some of the affiliate links down below in the description of this video. Go on over to Sweetwater, buy yourself something, and help me out at the same time. It's a win-win for both of us.